Hi, it's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we slayed Gorgrom the Dragon Eater. We also slayed some Boulder Mock Ogres as well. Today we are going to continue slaying some Ogres. And we need to speak with an orc by the name of Torchunk, I believe. Yeah, here he is. Torchunk Two Claws. Let's have a chat with him.
Strength and honor.
Okay, Ba, do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat, do I? Be quick about your business, there are ogres to be killed. Alright, so let's go and crush the Blood Maul camp. Torchunk leans in closer to whisper. Flag Carrier, you've done us more than proud in the fight against the ogres so far. And while I have every confidence in what Rexxar has planned, I would still ask that you crush the ogres at Blood Maul camp before returning. That way, we'll be doubly certain of the outcome. To get there, head north down the ramp out of Thunderlord. Then at the base of the ramp, head west across Dragon's End and north through the Churning Gulch and Dagger Maw Canyon.
Go forth to victory.
Alright, so let's do that. So here we go. Let's go slay some ogres. I wonder if we'll go to Netherstorm soon. We are going to hit 69. When we hit 69, we'll probably leave. Also, I was not able to get a group for Prisoner of the Bladespire. So that's too bad. Hopefully we can get a group for that soon. And that is why we are doing this quest today. And I looked into it, and it would be way too tough for me to do solo. I don't think it would be possible. But we should be able to find a group soon, I think. I think we'll probably try to do that. We'll hit 69. I'll try to do this final quest chain here, Prisoner of Bladespire. If we can't do it, or even if we do, if we can or can't do it, then we'll head over to Netherstorm for a bit. So I think that would be a fun zone to go to. And maybe we'll get a couple of quests in Shadow Moon Valley, because those are the two last zones that we need to check out before we hit 70. We also have a dungeon that we could do. I might queue up for one. The Mechanar. See if we can get in. I think that may be the final dungeon. Interested to see if we have any open up at level 69. Alright, let's deal with some Maulers and some Warlocks. That beer guy there, gotta watch out for him. Yeah, the hardcore has been a lot of fun. Been enjoying it. Had some close calls in my hardcore Let's Play. Pretty damn close calls. And it gets intense. I really do enjoy it. But I do see a lot of people fighting mobs that are way below their level. And that's a smart way of doing it, but I'm leveling up to 60. But the problem is if you do it that way, it's very boring. Because there's like no chance you can die unless you pull like, I don't know, 4 or 5 mobs. Let's get on this, there we go, get rid of that imp. But yeah, we were fighting mobs that were like around 1 level, 2 levels higher than us, and it was pretty brutal. Like we're 2 levels higher than these guys, so we don't really have much trouble. Which is why I kind of want to move on from this zone. We are kind of out leveling it, but I do want to finish that final quest chain for Rexxar. I've also been watching a lot of clips and seeing people have some close calls. I also really like the add-on as well. The add-on they have tells you when people die. And the guild chat just goes off when people die. And we just start saying, like, F in the chat. pretty fun. I really enjoy it. It's like the most fun I've had in WoW in a long time. Got a warlock here. I'm gonna go pull this guy. Gonna trinket off here. I could try to do the elite quest solo, but it is yellow, so and it says suggested 3 people. I just don't think I can do it, to be honest, because they're elites. You could probably do it with 2. I've noticed that about the TBC 3 people suggestion. You could probably do it with 2. It's just pretty much telling you if you do it solo, it's going to be really hard. Especially if you're not like level 70. I've got another imp there, watch out. Alright, got that kick off. Yeah, even at like the low levels, it gets pretty intense. I pulled a spider, and then this panther came came right up on me, and I had to run away. And like the panther just wouldn't leave me alone. Like I had to run around a lake for a little bit just to get him off of me. And he almost killed me. Like if I got dazed by him, I would have been dead, and I would have died at level 8, which would have been so sad. I just don't want that day to come when I die and all I see is F's in the guild chat. Oh my gosh, we gotta get buffed up. There we go. Alright, so we need one more warlock, and then we're just gonna be going after maulers. It's nice that all the dogs are asleep. If there's any warlocks up here. Just a couple maulers. Get him. There we go. It was interesting listening to the devs talk about bots in Classic. I was watching like a podcast, and they were saying they don't really know how to deal with the bots, it seems like from listening from what they said. And they said that pretty much what they plan on doing is increasing the ban time for people who purchase gold from botters, which is smart. People should be afraid to purchase gold from botters. Like that's one of the main reasons I never would do it, is because my account is so old, right? Like I have so much stuff on it, I would never buy gold or get like a ban on my account, because if I lost my account, I'd be pretty upset. I got a long boy mount that mounts like, I think that mounts over $1,000 if you wanted to buy it with gold. You can't even get the long boy anymore. You'd have to get it on the black market auction house, and I assume if it was on the black market auction house, it would probably sell for the max amount, which I believe is like 5 million gold, something like that. So yeah, I'd be crushed. That's why I never would do it. I understand why people do it though, on like backup accounts and stuff like that. A lot of people play Classic on like just a random account, because you could play Classic without buying the game. All you have to do is subscribe. So you just have to make an account, subscribe, and you can play Classic. And if you have an account like that, you don't really care, then yeah, I guess you can purchase gold and you don't really care about the consequences, and that's why you see so many botters and people buying tons of gold in the game. Get him. There we go. So to be honest, I don't think it's gonna help. I don't think the increased ban's gonna help at all. Because people are just gonna be like, oh, whatever, I'm done with Classic, I guess. And what's the increased ban gonna be? Like a week? 2 weeks? You know, that's still not a long time. That could be something that people do to, like, if they get bored of raiding for a bit, or, like, it gets dull during raid, they can buy gold and, like, I don't know, maybe get banned. Or, like, try to get banned for, like, 2 weeks. And then they could just tell their guild, like, oh, man, I got banned. And usually guilds don't kick people if they get banned. It's usually not the case. Yeah, so I don't think Blizzard really has an answer for bots. I think the best thing to deal with bots is just have the yearly servers. If the servers only last a year, then the people, the botters that want to sell gold, they don't really have a lot of time to, like, make a profit. And also, if the game is a little bit less popular, I think that would kind of get the gold farmers away. So, but the game being less popular is not a good thing, but as long as you're on a high-pop server with a bunch of people that love WoW, I think that's all that matters. So it'll still feel like, you know, you're on like the game's, you know, still popular, but you wouldn't have botters. Because botters wouldn't care, because it's just not as profitable as it used to be. And I think that's why there were so many botters in 2019 Classic, is because the game was just... it hasn't been as popular since, like, the Frozen Throne. So, it's probably over 10 million people playing the game. So that's why there was gold farmers. And there was gold farmers back then, too. Or gold sellers, I should say. But I don't know, maybe there'll always be gold sellers. You just can't avoid it. That's why I guess they should just probably let... I don't know, but then that would be weird. Like, could you imagine if Blizzard sold gold in Classic? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's their plan. That would really squash it. Like, if Blizzard sold gold in Classic, I don't know how upset I would be. I wouldn't be that upset, but I would think they would have to hold it back on the seasonal stuff for like a solid 8 months, and then if you want to buy stuff, then the last 4 months you can buy gold if you wanted. I don't know how they would do it, but I know for a fact if you could buy gold off the start, that'd be terrible. That would ruin Classic.
Blood and thunder.
Torchunk nods his head in obvious approval of your killing prowess. You continue to impress me, Flagcarrier. Every time one of those stinking ogres is felled, we come one step closer to ridding ourselves of an unworthy foe. Okay, so it looks like we have, I'm not going to use any of this, so we'll probably just take the plate. Wrists. And there's another quest here. I guess we'll do this quest too, why not?
What do you need?
Slaughter at Bouldermark. I know that Rexar has plans for you to head to Bouldermark. I have something that I want you to do while you are there. We must take any chance we can forget to strike down the ogres of these mountains, or they will overrun us, and all that we have bled and died for will be for nothing. Bouldermock lies far to the northwest. Travel north to Ruin Weald, and from there head west through the tunnel and past the Raven's Wood. Play carrier, I want you to kill the Bladespire ogres of Bouldermark. Wipe them out.
For the Horde!
Alright, so we probably should have picked this quest up when we went to Bouldermock last episode. But we'll do it now. And then we'll be done with the ogre slaying quests.
Glory to
First
the
I want to
Horde.
sell some stuff because we do have a lot of junk on us. Put down that, I don't know. Get rid of that. Where are those, like, plate wrists? Yeah. Sure do get a lot of netherweave cloth. Like, my bank has so much of that stuff. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so off to Ravenswood we go. I don't even want to know how much gold people have right now in TBC. Like, people probably have a lot of gold. Because if you think about it, people were able to have... People probably had the max amount of gold going into TBC. And now they probably have, like, multiple characters worth. Gold is pretty ridiculous right now. In TBC, that's for sure. It's another reason why I kind of like the hardcore classic stuff, is because gold is, it's not as inflated as it is. Like, it's crazy what stuff is selling for. Like, even the most basic items are selling for, like, over, like, a gold or two. So how are we gonna get over here? I gotta... So we're gonna fly over this. Let's see if we can get over here. They should do cosmetics. Like, maybe that's an idea. Like, you just give out cool cosmetics, and then they would add... That would add transmog into Classic, and... I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways where... they could somehow get people to get rid of their gold. That's what that mount was for. The long boy. It was just to get people to spend some gold. Alright, so here we are. I think we have our Hearthstone up, so we should probably Hearth back. So we have to fly over this thing again. You don't want to fly over this part here, the Forge Camp. You can get shot down. Felt that last episode. Let's see how many ogres we have to slay. 5 Bouldermock Brutes and 3 Shamans. It's not very much. Some Grishna Harbingers here. I think the Ogre camp is just over this way. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's just over here. Small camp. Wonder if we can summon... No, we don't have the trap, so we can't summon Gorgrom again. We should probably do this pretty damn quick. We're wrecking these guys last episode. Shaman over here just looking at the... Must be cooking something in the Fellfire. It's like, looks like they cook humans or something there. Is that orc bodies? Looks pretty brutal. Whatever they're cooking in there. They might be farming like a dust or something. I wonder what those are for. I don't think it's food. I think it's like for like sort of some like magic substance or something like that. Another brute there. There's not many shamans. They're usually in groups. This guy's coming on over. Better watch out. Probably want to find such shamans now. Oh, there's that shaman. Try to get him here. Oh wow, he got wrecked. Hitting for almost like, hitting for over 40%. 43% of his health. That ravage. See if we can do the same amount of damage here on this shaman who's walking away. No, only 24%. Oh wow, we got a lot on us here. If we're gonna get rocked. If this was hardcore, I'd probably think about running away. Probably am gonna run away. Maybe we can kill these guys. I don't know. Should I try? They're pretty hard. Probably gonna have to do one of these. Pop that. I don't think we're gonna get a regrowth off. Well, we did. Okay, well, they're in trouble now. Get him! Keep missing our ferocious bite. This guy keeps dodging us, or something's wrong with us here. Okay, it's because we're dazed. Oh, this isn't good. We might die. We're not doing any damage to this guy. Okay, we finished him. Now we have this other brute on us. Might have to kite a bit. We'll run away. We'll run like over here. We'll heal up. Drop our trinket. Do some big damage. See, now that we're not dazed, we can actually hit him. I think being dazed does lower your hit chance, probably. There we go. The ogres are down. We can get rid of this grizzly totem. Actually, you need Gorgrom's body to be here, so I guess we'll just drop it. Can't use it unless we can summon him. Can we summon him? No, we need Sablemaine's trap. Alright, let's head back and we'll turn this quest in. That was a quick one. Get a little bit of XP. And we didn't get any messages for the dungeon, which is too bad. I think we'll get it at 69. Slaughter a Bouldermark. Torchunk grins at the story that you tell him about your adventures at Bouldermark. I wish I could have been there with you. Let me tell you something, Flag Carrier. Never accept any duty that keeps you from the glory of battle. Aha. After all of the ogre killing that you've done, are there any still left in these mountains for me? Well, I don't think so, man. Taking them all down. But that is pretty much the theme of this zone, is ogre killing. It's one thing I'll remember about it. But that is the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.